morning, 8Cs, receiving students and teachers.
Good morning, Miss Firma.
Thank you. May sit down. All right, 8Cs and receiving students. In our previous lesson, Paulus, can you just tell the receiving students of the class what we looked at in our previous lesson? Thank you.
We looked on revision skills of mappings, revision skills on longitude and latitudes.
Okay, latitudes and longitudes. All right, good. Okay, let's have Anderson. Can you tell us what do we call the lines? Okay, lines that run from east to west. Yep. On a globe. Okay, on a globe, lines that run from east to west. Okay, receiving students. What do we call those lines?
Parallel lines.
Okay, parallel lines or parallels or lines of latitude. Okay, and the main line of latitude, Zimalin, what's the main line of latitude that runs 0 degrees?
Equator.
The equator. Okay, very good. The equator. Okay, lines of longitude. Aaron, can you tell us what's the name for those lines of longitude that run from north to south?
Meridian.
Okay, very good. Meridians. Lines of meridian lines or longitude lines. Okay, and in 0 degrees, what is that meridian line called? That is measured in 0 degrees on the globe. Anyone? Oops. Yeah. Oh, you forgot, 8Cs, receiving students. On the globe, that meridian line runs from north to south, which is measured in 0 degrees. Okay, Nakawas.
International date line.
Good try, Nakawas. Rose.
Meridian.
Okay, very good. The prime meridian line, okay? Prime meridian line, 0 degrees. And on the other side, okay, the other half of it is the international date line, which is 180 degrees. Okay. All right, so in our previous lesson, we looked at that. So remember, when you want to find the latitude and longitude reading, you look at the longitude line first. The latitude always comes first. Okay, good. All right, for today, okay, what do we have here on the board? Okay, a grid. Now someone tell me, or someone come to the front and indicate the eastings. Okay, the eastings, the grid lines, okay, called the eastings. Receiving students, can you go up to the front and maybe you can go to the front and draw on the board the easting lines or eastings, or 8Cs, you can come up and indicate the eastings. Quickly, any volunteer? Would like to try? Just try. Okay, no one's going to bite you up in front. It's a matter of trying. Indicate or show or point out the easting lines or the eastings. Or maybe if I put some numbers. Any volunteer? The eastings. Okay, let's have one volunteer. Okay, Nakawas, thank you. Yep. Oh, can we have the mic, please? Sorry. Let's have the mic. All right, you can. Good.
Hastings, these lines.
Okay, again, please.
Hastings, these lines.
Okay, thank you. Nakawas. All right, she said these things are the lines that go from top to bottom or north to south. You agree? Yes. Okay. Who doesn't agree with Nakawas? Okay, very good. She's correct. Eastings, okay, are the lines, grid lines that run from north to south. Okay, these are the eastings. And the numbers, okay, the numbers are always at the bottom and at the top. Okay, always at the bottom and at the top. So these are the eastings. All right, and the northings, Umba, please come and indicate to us the northings. Sorry. Or you can just say.
Nothing sa line going across. Nothing sa line.
You agree, everyone? Okay, thank you. All right, so these here, okay, these are these lines. These are the, eastings. Eastings, northings, lines, oops, that run from east to west. East to west. Oh. What do we say? Okay. You others here, you people listening? Okay. So these are the northings, all right? The line or grid lines that run from east to west. Okay, and the numbers of the east northings, they're always at the left-hand side, okay? Left and right of the map. Okay. So the northeastings and northings. Okay, receiving students? All right, so our topic for today's lesson, okay, we already looked at this grid referencing. Okay, grid referencing quickly. We're just going through revision, okay, revision exercises. All right. So at least you know the northings and the eastings. And always remember that easting always comes first. Easting always comes first. You want to locate a particular place, you must always write your easting first. All right? And then your northings. Okay, receiving students? All right, I've given you worksheets there. Okay, you should have a worksheet in front of you, 8Cs. Receiving students, here on the board, all right, you have a map here, a grid, where you have the eastings, all right, and the northings. Now what you're going to do, okay, 8Cs, you have the questions already in front of you, so you're going to go ahead and you're going to answer those questions by looking at that grid or the map. Okay, you have, I think there are 3 questions. You can write your answers on the worksheets. Okay. Receiving students, from this map here, this grid, these are your questions. Okay, receiving students. Number 1, give the 4-figure grid reference for each of the squares containing points A, B, and C. So can you please copy that question down quickly, receiving students? Copy those questions down quickly, and then you can answer them by looking at the map here, the grid. For 8Cs, you have your worksheets there, so you can just write your answers down onto that, on your worksheet. You go ahead and do your worksheet, okay? While I just do some changes here. Receiving students, you copy down your questions quickly. That's number 1. You can discuss your answers, or if your friends are not sure, please, can you help them? Okay, the next question, receiving students, questions 2 and 3. Okay, so receiving students, from the questions, you look at this map here, this grid, and you try to answer your questions. Okay, remember, easting, okay, eastings comes first. All right? For question 1, it says the 4-figure grid reference. So you should have 4 figures, okay? 4 figures together. All right? 4-figure reference, 4-figure grid reference. Or 4 digits. Yep. No. Take out the comma. Take out the comma. All right. Okay, so. Okay. All right, so everyone finished? Yes? Okay. Receiving students, please, can you go up to the front and write up your answers for number 1, okay? Again, the question reads, give the 4-figure reference, grid reference for each of the squares containing A, B, and C. So you go up to the front, write up your 4 figures, your answer. All right, so Emmanuel, thank you. Right, B. Manuel, please, can you come up and write your answer? Okay, thank you. Next one. Okay. Rachel, please. Receiving students, B. You can use. All right. And next one. Michael. Okay. All right, do we have any mistakes here? No? Okay, A. So like what you did, good. 3, so nothing. Remember, so not nothing, easting comes first. So 3 and then 11. 0, 3, 11. That's the 4-figure grid reference. You don't have to put a comma. No comma here. 0, 3, 11. Okay? Because it's asking for the 4-figure grid reference, so you have to have 4 numbers, 4 digits. B, good. 0, 6, 14, 1, 4, and C, 0, 2, 1, 5. Okay, Thomas, you understand how we got this? Very good. Okay, receiving students, thank you. Let's move on. 2. What is the easting and northing of the river here? Okay, what is the easting and the northing of the river? Okay? Receiving students, what's the easting and northing of the river? Let's have Bobby. Bobby, please, can you give us the easting? Okay, easting. Just write the easting. Just answer. That's okay. Bobby, I said just the easting. But you already put down the northing too. So easting is 0, 2. That's the easting, okay, of the river. 0, 2. You understand? Easting. The northing is 1, 3, 13. So altogether here, 4-figure reference, 0, 2, 1, 3. Right? Okay, next one. Give the 4-figure reference for these 2 mountains, Mount Bint and Mount Trid. Okay, Andrew, can you give us the 4-figure reference, please, for Mount Bint? Thank you. Receiving students, the 4-figure reference for Mount Bint. Okay, very good. Is it correct? Yes. Okay, 0711. 0711. Okay, receiving students. And the last one, Mount Tread. Mount Tread. Okay. Chrisima, please, Mount Tread. Okay. Mary, is she correct? Yes or no? Yes, she's correct. Okay, very good. 0415. Okay. So this is very simple, 8Cs and receiving students, the basics. Like in any other maps too, you have the grid reference. You find the grid reference on the map too, so from here, you know how to locate, okay? You know how to get the 4-figure reference or 6-figure reference using a map. Okay, so any questions on this, please, 8Cs, receiving students, if you're still not sure, please can you ask your teachers to explain further or explain more on this? If there aren't any questions, then looks like you understand. All right, we'll stop here. 8Cs and receiving students, please, those worksheets, 8Cs, make sure you put them away carefully to your exercise books for later study. All right, receiving teachers, our keyword for today, grid referencing. Thank you, 8Cs and receiving students, for participating in today's lesson.
Welcome, Miss Rima.